Hi guys, it's Stephen from James Glenn Car Sales with a 996 Turbo Stroke Race Car update. Sure you guys will all be as keen as we are to get this project underway. Ecosse Automotive have had their GT2 restoration build nearing completion, so that's now done, back on the road and looking absolutely amazing. Head over to their Facebook page, Ecosse Automotive, to have a look to see what they've just completed. It's absolutely out of this world. But back onto the turbo, I thought I'd fill you in with what she's got. The spec I have listed down here. I'll also put down in the comments below a list of all the modifications. So we shall start with external. So the bodywork features a carbon bonnet. It also features a carbon roof. Now this is not just a carbon roof wrap, this is an actual replacement carbon roof panel, saving weight from the car's highest point, which will certainly be rather advantageous when it comes to the handling. It did have carbon fibre doors, but unfortunately we've had to ditch them, pretty much due to the fact that we're ultimately wanting to make this back to being a road car. Now if it was just an out-and-out race car, you know, carbon fibre doors vibrating in the apertures and stuff is probably something you could live with, but we want to make this a car that you can get in and drive to Silverstone, the Nürburgring, you know, wherever, and we think that the standard doors will fare much better. In addition to that, I think we can live with the weight increase. I think it's about 5 kilograms a door, so yeah, I think she's got enough power to compensate. We've also got a 63-inch carbon fibre rear wing, which is bolted onto a Getty Designs FRP rear deck lid. It's also got a 996 Cup Car Lexan rear window and a Techart GT Front End, which obviously the bumper, which is a genuine item and not a replica. We've also got a very rare 996 Mark 1 original Cup Car mirrors. Now, if you think the E36 M3 Evo mirrors were small, wait to see these bad boys. They are like they don't show you much. I think they're there more for a token than anything else. But yeah, we've got them, and we've also got a set of rather gorgeous CCW lightweight race alloy wheels, 9-inch front, 12-inch rears. That's a bit of girth. Custom design wrap, which was removed, and the car is now back to its original black paintwork. Moving on to the inside, a full Club Sport roll cage. Set of Sparco race seats with the wings for the drivers and a more open design for the passenger. Scroth harnesses, race pedals, and an OMP steering wheel. Moving on to the more juicy stuff, we'll leave the engine for the last. We've got a drivetrain section up next, so we've got Moton suspension, the latest spec as time of print, which was probably a couple of years ago. Spring rates, we've got a 900 pound spring in the front, 1200 in the rear. Top monoball camber plates, so we can get lots of camber dialed in the front. ERP monoball joints all round, so that's like a rose joint setup. We've got an ERP bump steer kit, probably due to the fact the car runs very low. ERP dog bone kit, cup adjustable front arms, Tarot rear drop links, TRG front drop links, GT2/GT3 anti-roll bars, Wevo solid engine mounts, rear subframe mounts as per GT2 spec, 997 revised transmission mounts, brand new drive shafts. I maybe pinch them for this because this could be doing new back drive shafts. Well, again, we'll just leave them in. It's also got an RSR diff. Now, you got a road car diff, then you get a cup car diff, which this has, which is great in theory. When you put it into practice, they're a bit clunky for a road car. This has got an RSR diff, which is one up again. I'm particularly interested to see just how this is going to perform in this car. Gearbox has been upgraded with steel synchros, because as this being a 996 turbo, I'm pretty sure it's brass synchros, so on a track car you want a more meaty synchro, and the steel synchros will do just the job. 964 RS flywheel, which been mated together with the GT3 cams, gives us that lovely, nice, lumpy idle. The lighter flywheel will also make the car a bit more responsive as well. Got an upgraded clutch from Sachs, Mocal transmission cooler. That's the wee extra radiator you see just at the front to keep the transmission fluid cool. 997 shifter, 997 shifter cables. We've got a massive set of performance friction 380mm fully floating front discs, 350 floating discs on the rear, And I did notice this actually, if you look back to one of the videos, on the air intakes, which go around, it's like a pod that goes around the radiators, there's an actual hole that feeds a duct that goes into the back of where the backing plate would be in the disc. That's actually straight from a Cup car. So it's all Porsche factory motorsport stuff. And then on the back, it's got 997 RS Gen 2 rear brake cooling ducts. Now the engine. Promotive tuned, so we thought it was about 650 horsepower. As it turns out, the maximum output is 620, but dial back to 570 for reliability on the track. It's running a set of stage 5 zero clearance turbos from Ultimate Motorworks, which is a hybrid between a K16 and a K26. They've then got 1 bar actuators on, and as I mentioned earlier, the car runs GT3 cams. Lightweight pulley wheel kit. A set of custom intercoolers which were actually just recently replaced with 997 Gen 2 RS intercoolers, so they'd be 2 rather expensive little items. The car was originally the Samco mule for the Samco hose kit, so it's got a set of the first ever Samco hose kits in the engine bay. It's got an IPD plenum, modified intake as per the roof, I don't know how that's pronounced, roof or rough? I think rough sounds better. So we'll go with full rough spec, S-Cargo race manifolds, which I did notice the primaries on the manifold are seriously substantial. Much higher gauge, is that a word? Higher gauge? Thicker gauge? Larger in diameter than the standard 996 turbo that was in the workshop at the time. A set of FIA race cats, so she'll pass an MOT no problem, which we'll hopefully be doing very soon. And I think the last thing on the list is, the custom lightweight exhaust, which is also track legal at 105 decibels. So quite a package. Just thought I'd bring you this video because we've not had any updates on the car over the last couple of weeks. Give you an idea of what it's got and an idea of just what it's going to be like once it's all finished. Looking forward to giving you more updates as we go along, and I would love a wee subscribe to keep up to date with future videos and more developments on the Claus, the 996 turbo race stroke track car.